Welcome, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to thank Henry and William for contributing equally to the construction of this presentation. With Project Argos, we will demonstrate how to build a successful phishing campaign using GoPhish, which is an open source penetration testing toolkit with the final goal of installing a keylogger spyware on a virtual machine. For this stated purpose, we have broken down this presentation in three major components. In phase one, we're going to do the phishing attack itself. In phase two, we're going to do an introduction to the keylogger spyware. And in phase three, we're going to provide specific policy recommendations. Now, what is GoPhish? GoPhish is an open source phishing toolkit designed for businesses and penetration testers. It provides the ability to quickly and easily set up and execute phishing engagements and security awareness training. GoPhish, it is a GUI-based framework. There are five major components that we should be aware of. The first one is the sending profile. The sending profile is where we enter and configure the SMTP relay, basically establishing home base from where we're going to launch our emails. In the landing pages, with GoPhish, we can clone any landing page from the internet and configure it in a way to collect any data. Third is the email template. Like the landing page previously, we can clone any email template to fit our needs. In the users and group window, we enter the data for our targets and group them accordingly. And finally, in the campaign window, we enter everything we previously established and launch our campaigns. Now, if we go in our GoPhish framework interface, we can launch a new campaign. Now, first we have to do is name our campaign. We're going to name our campaign Capstone Project accordingly. For email template, we're going to select WordPress, and we also are going to select WordPress landing page. The URL here, it is a EC2 instance on the AWS cloud and serves as a listening port where any data entered by the target is going to be intercepted. We select a sending profile established previously, and we're going to select the keylogger group in which we have stored our email information. Now we have entered everything and we're ready to launch our campaign. Okay. Now on this interface, we can see that we have launched 3 emails. And if we go in one of our email boxes, we can see that we have received the email. Now, on the right-hand side, we can see that this is a very legitimate email template for WordPress.com. If I click on the link here, it's going to redirect me to the WordPress landing page. Now, if I further entered any information here, these will automatically trigger an executable download on my machine, which houses the keylogger spyware. Now, this looks very legitimate. However, the URL is not. But a sophisticated black hat hacker can easily issue an SSL certificate here and make this even more convincing. If we go back to our GoPhish and we click refresh, we can see that the GoPhish has registered, the email has been opened, and the link has been clicked. And with that, I'm going to give my time to William so he can continue with the phase 2 of our presentation. Thanks, everyone.
And I'll pick up where Yanni left off from the victim's perspective. We can see the landing page from Yanni, and clicking this link will directly download the executable payload onto our victim's system. It will redirect them to a legitimate reset password page, but it will also secretly infect them with our keylogger. The victim will be led to believe by the phishing email that they should reset their password, which is exactly what we want them to do now that we are recording all of their keystrokes. And here on the task manager, we can see our keylogger running in the background, but it is not well hidden and relies on the downloaded payload to remain intact. This is why our payload creates a copy of itself in an obscure, hidden away folder where nobody would think to look. This way, even if the original payload is deleted, our keylogger remains active, but we also need to establish persistence. And this is where our payload also creates a new registry key for causing our new hidden payload to automatically run on system reboot. So let's see it all in action. All right, our keylogger is active, so all keystrokes are being recorded on this system. So we can enter in some fake email credentials here. And then back in the email section, we can see the emails given to us from our keylogger from the attacker's perspective. Here we have a notification of a new victim alongside some system specifications and a screenshot. You can see it's a Windows 10 system, the name and user, and a screenshot from when around they were infected. Then every 30 seconds, we receive a log of recorded keystrokes and an accompanying screenshot. Here we can see the email address and password that were entered and another screenshot. And this is how our keylogger attacks the system. I'll hand it off to Henry for security measures and how to prevent and remove keyloggers.
Now to continue where Will left off. To guard against keyloggers, there are some simple actions that can be taken to keep your system safe and secure. So let's start with an antivirus software as basic line of defense against keyloggers. Windows and Mac come with free antivirus pre-installed. These antivirus software are mostly sufficient, but it can help to install additional third-party antivirus software with live scanning capabilities to help guard against keyloggers. Advanced keyloggers will also record virtual keystrokes such as those used from the clipboard or password managers. They may also be able to take screenshots or target offline password databases, stealing the entire password list. There are password managers that can prevent this from happening, but keyloggers are constantly evolving, which calls for continuous precautions. Another preventive measure is to always keep your system security up to date. This simple act will allow your antivirus and security systems to recognize and remove new malware as soon as updates are pushed. After finding and neutralizing the keylogger threat on your system, you should change your password from a different computer. This measure, as well as the ones mentioned prior, should be ample protection against keyloggers. Also remember to not fall victim to social engineering attacks by examining emails closely and be wary of downloaded files from unverified sources. This concludes our presentation of keylogger malware and the steps to defend against it.